let's go check this out. Let's check this great guitar player, artist, which I know very, very little about.
Well, I'm just an aging drummer boy, and in the wars I used to play. Called a tune to many a torture session. Now they say I'm a war criminal, and I'm fading away. Father, please hear my confession. I have legalized robbery, called it the thief. I've run with the money, I've hit like a thief. Rewritten history with my armies and my crooks. Invented memories, did burn all the books. And I can still hear his laughter, and I can still hear his song. The man's too big, yeah, the man's too strong.
Okay, I have to say, first of all, I love this type of sound. I think it's a type of sound that was common in the time from artists like also Bob Dylan and Tom Petty. I really like the live performance. I don't know, some words, I contextualize this right now, what is happening. Some of what is said, all of a sudden, you know, this image of the planes in Russia, those bombers capable of nuclear bombs as well, that were destroyed yesterday. I think 40 planes were destroyed by a drone attack by Ukraine. Now, without getting into politics, but just I saw this and I was hearing his word and I saw this image right again into my head. And then I thought, Jesus, the man is too strong. And then I felt for a moment the fear of the consequences. Right? So,
well, I've tried to be meek and I have tried to be mild, but I spat like a woman, oh, I sobbed like a child. I have lived behind the walls, ever made me so alone, striving for peace of mind, which I never have known. I can still hear his laughter, oh, I can still hear his song. Too big, yeah, the man's too strong. Well, the sun rose on the courtyard, and they all did hear him say, you always were a Judas, but I got you anyway. You may have got your silver, but I swear upon my life, your sister gave me diamonds, and I lay down with your wife. Oh, Father, please help me, for I have done wrong.
I actually wanted to hop on the lyrics for a second because I'm just an aging drummer boy, and in the wars I used to play, and I've called the tune too many torture session. Now they say I'm a war criminal, and I'm fading away. Father, please hear my confession. I've legalized robbery and call it relief. I have run with the money and I've hid like a thief, rewritten histories with armies and my crooks, invented memories. I did burn all the books, and I can still hear his laughter. And I can still hear his song. The man's too big, the man's too strong. Well, I've tried to be meek, I've tried to be mild, but I spat like a woman and sulked like a child. Hid behind walls that have made me alone, strive for peace, which I never have known. And I can still hear his laughter, and I can still hear his song. The man's too big, the man's too strong. It's very interesting, this point of view, like I was saying, you know, like Again, we are in a around us. There is war happening, and the people involved could be some of the people involved in power could be this guy basically. So that's why when I thought about this bombing of the planes yesterday and the consequences, who is making those calls, right? Who says all the peoples which they have to agree in the succession of hierarchy to make that happen. It's quite profound. 50 years on, to read this type of song, right? And I don't know this who is referring to the main title. The man's too big, the man's too strong. It's like obviously this is also playing a lot of metaphors and it's vague in a sense in purpose, right? So it can lend itself to different explanations. Could be like, you know, who is like I said, you know, who is the top of the hierarchy. What's going on here? It's an alarm. Man, I just shit my pants. Luckily, just talking of war, I shit my pants, for crying out loud. Luckily, this is just an alarm of the first Monday of the month here in the Netherlands where the sirens went on. If it was any other day, I would literally like shit my pants twice. Luckily, that's not the case. So I wonder what this part could mean. You know, referring to a specific powerful person, something more spiritual even, I don't know. But what a song, man. Wow. So incredibly actual right now.
Man's too big, the man's too strong.
Man, what a big song. Wow. You know, rarely you get
Thank you.
rarely you get surprised by the quality and depth of a song. And as somebody that obviously loves Dylan, loves Leonard Cohen, loves those great sing-songwriters, you know, I worship them. So I love those type of writing and songs, and now more than ever, this type of live performances. So when you hear this, you go like, oh Jesus, man, this one is big.